Hello, everyone. Welcome to Real Talk with
the Cumbees.
I'm Amanda.
And I'm Scott, and it's truly a privilege to be with you today.
It is. Have you ever heard of an evil being called Krampus and how he is celebrated? If not, stay tuned in and watch to learn more about this mysterious creature and how you could possibly be part of his celebration.
Old Saint Nick in ancient times was known as the devil. Nick is taken from the old European name Nicken, which means to murder or to slay. If you look in the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 6 and 15, Acts 6:5, the Nicolaitans is members of the Christian congregation who held the doctrine that the Lord hates. They also associated closely with the teachings of Balaam.
Santa had a second self-identity, known as Baal's Nick or Baal's Nickel. He was Baal's assassin, the horn god of sacrifice.
Baal eventually, through the centuries and present day, is known as Krampus. Krampus in German means old claw.
Which also sounds and rhymes also with who? Santa Claus, old claws. He mirrors the ancient Phoenician god known as Moloch, horned anthropomorphic figure in the Central and Eastern Alpine Europe.
He assists St. Nicholas, or Santa Claus. St. Nicholas rewards good children with oranges, dried fruit, walnuts, and chocolate. Krampus punishes the misbehaved children with birch rods.
Yes, and young men in Alpine towns dress themselves as Krampus, wearing carved wooden masks, bells tied onto their costumes so that people could hear them clanking and coming through the darkness, and carrying long sticks in parades, attempting to scare the audience. It is said that these young men get drunk and then go out in the streets and relieve their rage and their stress. You may be wondering, how did this begin in our culture? Well, when the postcard industry experienced a boom in Germany and Austria in the 1890s, it opened the way for Krampus carton. Krampus cards in the earliest 20th century show him punishing children, and some portray him proposing to women. For over a century, most Americans probably never saw a Krampus card or even knew who Krampus was. However, that changed in 2004 when an art director and graphic designer, Monte Beecham, published a book of Krampus cards and organized an art show inspired by the cards.
Krampus has been imported in America's culture and has appeared in movies, TVs, and games, and also even our local parades.
Yes, and we even saw one this year that was close to us. Wasn't actually in our town, but it was in our state.
It was.
And it's becoming more and more prevalent today, popular, and we don't even realize what we are doing or what we are allowing.
And a lot of these children that's raised in this environment, they thrive in it, they like it, they love it. It's almost like they become addictive to this side instead of the presents and the gifts that so often we was raised up about what it was really, hey, this is what's going to come this night. And we celebrated Jesus' birth. But then, and now is totally different.
It is.
They're really parading up and down, and people is gravitating to this man named Krampus or this being. And as they see him, they're very, very happy. And it's shocking, honest and truthful, to see even countries how they celebrate him and how they allow their misbehavior to be rationalized. It's okay. It's Krampus.
That's right. And in just a little bit, as you continue to listen, we'll tell you one of the main reasons why this is going on.
He is represented as beast-like, generally demonic in appearance, to be half goat, hairy black or brown, cloven hooves, horns of a goat, long pointed tongue that hangs out, and fangs.
He wears chains to add a dramatic thrashing sound that keeps him connected to the Catholic Church, and bells that has various sized bells attached to sound his arrival. He also carries birch twigs to swat the children. Some cases you may see a whip instead of twigs.
He has a sack or a basket strapped to his back to carry the evil children for drowning them, eating, or transporting them to hell or the underworld. Krampus dates back centuries, originating as the German Christmas tradition during the 12th century.
In 1932, the Krampus tradition was prohibited in Austria. And during the 1950s, however, the government handed out pamphlets titled Krampus is an Evil Man to help protect the children.
And toward the end of the century, Krampus made a comeback and is still going strong today. December the 5th is Krampus night. Sometimes he appears with St. Nicholas or on his own.
Which is also, start in the beginning, they do the celebration associated with winter solstice. 2015 film Krampus was a horror comedy movie portraying the value of spending the holidays with family to regain the Christmas spirit. Whether or not Beecham is primarily responsible for introducing Krampus cards to the U.S., Krampus has since become a sort of ironic icon in America. Believe it or not, there are annual Krampus celebrations that are held here in the U.S., such as San Francisco, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, New York City, Pennsylvania, Milwaukee, Portland, Ohio, and continue to spread even more. These parades and celebrations of Krampus signifies the beginning of Christmas. So just a few minutes ago, we told you if you would stay tuned in and watch to the very end, we will give you one of the main reasons why people are carrying out this type of celebration. It is said that a lot of people believe this is a way to have fun and relieve the stress of the holidays.